My name is Jeremiah Barba. I tattoo out of Long Beach, California, Outer Limits Tattoo. I do a lot of more dark art style, mainly black and gray, with some realism as well. For some people that don't know what dark art is, you know, that leans to a lot more like darker black and gray work with heavy contrast elements, and yeah, the more like demons, skulls, you know, that have a little bit of a rough edge to them, even you know, some biomechanical mixed in there. I love doing that as well, you know, things that flow with the body and make it look cool. But that dark art, you know, it's based on a lot of metal and like a lot of albums of that nature and subject matter. So it's a cool thing to dive into, you know. The style I'm most known for is my black and gray style. I used to be pretty known for color as well, but lately I enjoy to do black and gray more. So it's all like the dark art and some realism stuff too. I enjoy doing that as well. We do get a mix of them both sometimes, and that's fun too, and little hints of color. But basically black and gray art. I like to do a lot of stuff that's inspired off like metal music and things of that nature. I tend to lean more towards black and gray just because, you know, tattooing in Southern California, I used to do a lot of color work, and I just get really bummed out. You know, a lot of people like to go to the river, to the beach, so I like to see it heal well and last a lot longer. If I lived in, you know, the Northwest or the East Coast, it'd be a lot easier to do a lot more color work because it holds up a lot better. But just too many people in Southern California go in the sun, so black and gray just tends to last a little longer in that type of environment. So I've been, you know, switching pretty much to just doing black and gray. I'll do hints of color to pop things out once in a while. That kind of helps just balance it out a little bit. But try to stay with just the grayscales. It works better for this weather climate we live in. It's hard to pick 3 of my favorite tattoos. You know, I have a bunch that I work on all the time, and also being so critical of myself, I think sometimes I don't even, you know, I don't have favorites, you know. So, but my favorite stuff to do is, you know, the big back pieces with big subject matter, like, you know, huge faces or skulls, things of that nature, which, you know, I know everyone likes to do skulls, but I like to, you know, change them up a little bit and just make them unique. But definitely bigger pieces, you know. Back pieces are always fun. It's like working on a big canvas. So I tend to get really excited when I'm doing stuff like that. Sometimes people bring in reference for stuff. They'll have stuff already laid out for me that kind of makes it easy, you know. They'll do like a sketch or whatever for some of these bigger pieces I do. Sometimes people just want something freehand and they just tell me to draw up whatever, which sometimes is great, and other times it makes it a little harder. You want a little direction. When someone tells me to do whatever you want, I feel it's a little harder to find something to do because you have so many things in mind. It's hard to pinpoint one, and when someone leads you in a little direction of what you're going to do, it helps out a bit. So it's really it's fun to just see what people come up with too. Sometimes I don't come up with, you know, as crazy of ideas as some of the general public would, you know. So it's cool to see what they got, and I just play with the subject matter after that and make it my own and their own. So it's pretty fun challenge to have. It's pretty easy to get an appointment with me. You just pretty much email me at jbarbatatoo@gmail.com. Or just go on my website, jbarba.net. It's pretty easy. I usually check my messages every couple days and try to get back to people as soon as possible. If it's not something up my alley, I will recommend you to someone that it is, and someone that'll do a great job at it. But I usually try to get everybody in, and you know, and I really look out for real cool pieces to do. I'm Jeremiah Barba, and thank you for checking out my portfolio. Peak.